We are now up to the most exciting part of the book of Revelation for me. Jesus will rescue the deceived nations. Are you ready for it? Out of the lake of fire. Now you can get back off the floor, sit on your seats, and let's follow the history and the storyline of the nations. Now, I'm going to be very thorough on this because I'm going out on a limb. This is not unique to me, but I'd like to present it to you, and it fits with the larger storyline narrative of the book of Revelation. So far, we have seen that the dragon, the beast, and the false prophet end up in the lake of fire. And I have labored the point that they are tortured there through self-torture by believing their own lies about God. While you believe lies about what God's really like, I don't care where you are in the universe, you're going to be tortured. I went into that in detail. But what happens to the nations, also known as those who get the mark of the beast? Revelation 19:20 English Standard Version. And the beast was captured, and with it the false prophet, who in its presence had done the signs by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worship its image. These two were thrown alive into the lake of fire that burns with sulfur. Two groups of people, the deceivers and those that they had deceived. The deceived there are identified with the phrase, those who had received the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. Two groups, the deceivers, the deceived, the victims and perpetrators of deception. So we know that the beast and the false prophet, later the dragon joins them in 20 verse 10, are thrown into the lake of fire alive. To be sure, those who get the mark of the beast, the nations, the deceived, the victims of deception, they're going to join them as well. Will they stay in the lake of fire forever, or can they exit? First of all, what happens to those who are deceived, those who get the mark of the beast, those who are called the nations? What happens to them? Revelation 13:8, New King James Version. All who dwell on the earth will worship him, whose names have not been written in the book of life of the Lamb who was slain from the foundation of the world. The deceived who worship the beast and get the mark of the beast do not have their names written into the Lamb's book of life. If your name's not written into the Lamb's book of life, even though you've been deceived, what happens to you then? Revelation 20 verse 5, English Standard Version. And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, here we go, he was thrown into the lake of fire. Okay, simple. So the deceived humans join their deceivers in the lake of fire. The victims of deception join their perpetrators of deception. We are specifically told that the perpetrators of deception, the deceivers, stay there forever and ever. Revelation 20 verse 10, English Standard Version. And the devil who had deceived them, the deceiver and the deceived, two groups of people, was thrown into the lake of fire and sulfur where the beast and the false prophet were. And they, all three, will be tormented day and night forever and ever. We've been through this, but they stay there forever and ever. Does the book of Revelation ever say that the deceived human beings, the victims of deception, remain in the lake of fire forever and ever? Nope. It just ain't there. Most Christians assume just because the counterfeit trinity goes there forever and ever, that therefore the lake of fire is forever and ever. That's a big fat assumption. It doesn't logically follow that just because some beings go there forever and ever, that necessarily means that all beings go there, stay there forever and ever, especially when the book of Revelation says they leave. And we go right against the evidence. Let's have a look. We just read the one in 2015, that whoever's names were not found in the book of life into the lake of fire. No reference to forever and ever. There's only one other reference to the lake of fire in connection with human beings. And guess what we won't find there? Forever and ever. It just ain't there. Revelation 21:8, English Standard Version. But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, the murderers, the sexually immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars, their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. Doesn't say forever and ever. We never read in the book of Revelation that the deceived, the victims of deception, go there forever and ever. We do read that the deceivers, the perpetrators of deception, go there forever and ever. Don't read into the text here that the lost stay there with them forever and ever. It doesn't say so. And I'm going to labor the point that the book of Revelation says they leave, and that's why it doesn't say that they go in there forever and ever. So, can the deceived leak the lake of fire? Philosophically, let's start with that. Just some human logic, and then we'll look at the text. If you've been deceived, you're a victim. It means that you have been tricked, that you have not made a fully informed decision. That's what deception is. So they didn't make a full cognitive decision. Yes, I know the truth, and I'm taking my stand here. That's not deception. They were tricked. They have not made a fully informed decision. So does it logically follow that God's going to cook people for all eternity who were tricked and didn't make a decision based on all the facts? What kind of justice is that? The fact is, the book of Revelation will tell us that they leave because they were blind. They could not see. They were deceived by the beast, the dragon, the false prophet, and Babylon. They were tricked. They were innocent victims, or victims to deception, and God's going to help burn away in the sulfur and the fire, burn away the deception, because sulfur and fire are agents of destruction, of elimination. We're going to get to that. Those who have the mark of the beast are those who are deceived. We saw that in 1920. The deceived are also known by another name, the nations. Two different titles, same group. Revelation 18:23. English Standard Version. Why am I going here? Because we're going to look at every reference to the destiny to those who get the mark of the beast, and the destiny of the nations you're going to find is the same. They all end up in the lake of fire. It's the two titles for the one group. But let me just show you here. We saw in 1920 that those who get the mark of the beast are the deceived. And 1823 says it's the nations that were deceived. Same group, different titles. 1823, English Standard Version. And the light of the lamp will shine in you no more, Babylon. And the voice of the bridegroom and the bride will be heard in you no more, Babylon. For your merchants were the great ones of the earth, and all nations were deceived by your sorcery. Those who get the mark of the beast are deceived, the nations are deceived, same group. We are now going to trace through the history, origin, history, and eventual destiny of those who get the mark of the beast, also known as the nations, next time